Good evening, everyone. It's time for us to meditate again. Let's take 5 minutes to quiet our mind, calm down our emotions, and raise our awareness to our inner self. Now, please open your eyes. Recently, I was sent a few photographs of a scenery with the ocean, the coast, the flowers, the trees, the hills. They were very pretty. So I replied, thank you. They are very beautiful. Everything is in balance. Then the person who sent those photos to me saying, that's a beautiful artwork. I'm slightly disappointed that she did not get my message. If it's an artwork, meaning it's a decoration, you hang in your house to enhance your whatever. But the message is really beauty is balance. Balance is harmony. I mean, I remember Eckhart Tolle made a small example about how we should appreciate a rose. He said, instead of describing the rose as a pink rose with 5 petals and yellow colored this and these leaves, and they're the tall species and they bloom in certain period in our seasons. All we really simply to do is smell the rose, appreciate the balance of the petals. I mean, there is no flower have unbalanced petals, right? Imagine a rose with 5 petals but only 4, and then there's one missing. The trees, the left branch always balances with the right branch, otherwise it will break. And those trees, in the windy area were blown by the wind, constantly grow on one side. But if you look at their root, the opposite is true. The root is really dug in to balance the slanted tree. Everything in the universe is balanced. Like us, our right eye balances with the right eye. I mean, imagine one eye up and one eye down. The left ear and the right ear are perfectly balanced. The earlobes, mirror image each other. And nose is right in the center with 2 nostrils. So is the mouth. So beauty is balance. Mona Lisa has a perfect smile. It's not laughing aloud wildly. It is a smile of appreciation, of love, of caring, of compassion. In other words, whatever we see in form, being a Chan practitioner, we need to appreciate what the nature did for us. We need to be, in our Sifu's birthday messages, many of us mention the word gratitude. I mean, we truly need to be grateful not just to Sifu or the other practitioners, but to the universe. They were always try to harmonize and balance everything. And it is us. Don't want balance because we forgot. I want all the profit and you don't. I'm always right and you're wrong. A 50-year-old person is no different than a 50-year-old tree. It grown for 50 years to become a tree like that. And you want to shape it or trim it to the way you like? Right? I mean, can you imagine? I mean, we look at this person that we don't really like, but that's just our opinion. He probably took care of his parents, took care of his kids, and took care of his colleagues. I mean, each one of us must contribute something, otherwise we won't exist. We must contribute something to the universe in return to get our physical health, our mental clarity. Everywhere we look, don't think of it as an art piece. Don't think of it as a decoration. Every scenery in front of us is a message. What is that message? The third patriarch said very clearly in his Xin Xin Ming, one is all is one. In other words, everything in the universe follows the universal law of harmony and balance. If there's no harmony, it won't survive. If it has no balance, it won't survive. It's just the way it is. So all is Tan. Tan is the governing life force and wisdom and the rule of law that governs all, including us, with no exception. I mean, we have one right arm, one left arm, balance. We walk 1 foot of front and the other, balance. We have 2 kidneys, one on each side. So all we have to do is tap into this power of manifestation, this harmonious rule of law, this necessity to balance. Whether we like it or not, we really don't have a choice. I mean, if you think about it, if you're out of balance, you can't exist for very long. You know? That's why Tan is also called the middle way. In other words, left and right, both sides need to be taken care of. We always stand in the middle. Sifu taught us, to practice harmony or fulfillment. Do our thing. Do whatever, that nature calls us to do. We were born with all these duties. Each one of us need to contribute something before we can, really be gifted with our life and our energy. I mean, even a tree, it provides shades to flowers. It provides good ground, so there's no mud fly, it cycles oxygen and carbon dioxide. It does its own thing. The ecology of the earth is really contributed by the trees. And what we do. Some say we're the cancer of the earth. True, we really need to be grateful. We really needed to be aware from many different perspectives of a single phenomenon. In other words, whenever we encounter a situation, don't rush to make a judgment. Just don't make a judgment. Just see how it develops. And you will always be surprised how fair, how loving the universe is. If you don't give it a chance, if you wanted to do everything your way, based on your knowledge and experience, that's a very limited capability to do anything. We need to be grateful. We need to be accepting. We need to surrender our ego. We need to raise our awareness of our spirituality. And then we'll be able to in sync with the messages at each encounter. All the messages the same, basically. Loving, balance, harmony, energy, wisdom. It's basically all one thing. So do remember, one is all is one. It's a simple thing to remember. Every time we look at something, we look at all. Don't look at part of it. When we consider something, consider all. Be all. The only way we can be all is abandon our limited small brain. Then we can be all. We can feel all. We can connect to all. From a simple, beautiful photograph triggered this sharing. I hope you liked it. I hope it helps. We're all basically seekers. We're basically knows, just refuse to accept sometimes. Forgot to accept it. Well, that's the sharing for this session. Anyone has any questions, comments? Okay, if not, then let's meditate. Since I've been doing this three center alignment for several sessions now, I thought maybe we move to fire channel, which is one of the easier channels for us to work on. And the fire channel starts at the root and then go to the heart, go to the throat, and then the wisdom, and then the 10th chakra. The 10th chakra is the crown chakra in the center of our head. The wisdom chakra is at the top of our neck bone. Same height as our eyebrow. And throat chakra is where we swallow. The two tubes meet, the breathing tube and the food tube, the swallow tube, lower swallow. Or for the man, it's near the Adam's apple. Yeah. Okay. Now sit up straight. Yeah, let's take a few deep breaths. Now let's focus on our navel chakra. Navel chakra is about 2 inches behind our belly button. As you exhale, pause, hold your breath, and try to feel the navel chakra. As the navel chakra vibrates, it will propagate qi into the rest of our body, into our chest, into our abdomen. Your torso will begin to fill with qi. You can feel the propagation of the qi from navel chakra into our shoulders and legs and feet and palms. If you don't feel anything, don't imagine it, don't command it. Just be a third-party observer. Eventually, you will feel it. You have to feel it as an observer for the qi to feel your torso. Then as it fill up the abdomen, it's time to observe or detect the root chakra. Root chakra for the gentleman is near the prostate. For the ladies is near the cervix. If you purify the root chakra, then the chances of getting prostate cancer or cervical cancer would be less. And if you don't find the root chakra, you can try to contract your anus as you exhale and pause your breath. Now the root chakra begin to vibrate, and you should feel the chi more apparent in your body, all over your body. You're gonna feel a little bit. You're gonna be less aware of the division between your arms and torso. Your whole body become a bunch of chi or energy, like fill up like a balloon filled with air. And the vibration of the root chakra will begin to travel upwards. You're going to fill up your abdomen. You will continue to go upwards and reach your heart chakra. Heart chakra is in the center of our chest. If you feel a little bit congested in the heart chakra, meaning you had some stress, just continue to focus on heart chakra and try to enlarge the heart chakra congestions until it dissolves. Heart chakra is relatively easier to identify compared to navel and root chakra. Once you find the heart chakra, try to go between the root and the heart. And then you should find some kind of a channel connecting the two. And heart chakra begin to also vibrate and pumping out chi. The heart chakra chi will travel upwards and fill up the chest. Now you really don't feel the arms and the palms except just some chi there. The physical presence is less. Now the heart chakra's chi reaches the throat. Where we swallow, you should feel some vibration near the throat area where you vibrate, where you swallow. Go back to the root and then connect with the heart and try to connect with the throat chakra. In order to find the in order to find the channel, it's important that you sit up straight. You need to line them up in a straight line, vertically in a straight line. Now you may find some heating up on your face, forehead. You're going to feel the qi is travel into your heads, and your head begin to pump up, pump up, swell up, yeah, sort of. So is your arms, I mean your hands, all swelled up. Now this qi from root chakra, heart chakra, and throat chakra, beginning to fill up your head, and gradually your wisdom chakra will appear. Remember, wisdom chakra is the height of your eyebrow, but at the back of your head, it's right on top of your spine or neck bone. As your wisdom chakra surfaces, and very quickly the 10th chakra or the crown chakra in the center of your head will vibrate. So let's travel through the fire channel once more. Root chakra, as I yell out the chakra, please focus there. Root chakra, heart chakra, throat chakra, wisdom chakra, 10th chakra. Again, at faster speed, root chakra, heart chakra, throat chakra, wisdom chakra, 10th chakra. In other words, the channel needs to be efficient. So whenever you focus on one area, immediately you should be able to find it. And then this channel needs to be opened up at all times so that the qi travels up and down quickly, efficiently. Again, feeling these chakras and feeling the qi is really our brain. And it is the small eye. So this practice is really try to enhance our qi flow and improve our health and quiet our mind. So that instead of thinking out 10,000 different things, we focus on one thing. And then as we focus on one thing, we can enter into 禅定. The key is Chanding. Chanding is a spiritual state. It's not a brain state. So when we completely eliminated the wandering thoughts in our brain, then we can enter into the state of Chanding, which is the state where we can be in sync with the universe. So the key is Chanding. The higher channel practice is just a prelude. It's just a prelude to improve our health and to quiet our brain. By quieting our brain, we mean refocusing our brain from 10,000 things away from 10,000 things into one single spot in our body. So when you are ready, anytime, pick a spot in your body and try to enter into it. Try to enter into a chakra. Try to enter into a channel. Try to enter anything, but just one thing. And try to reach Chanding. Now, I will not call an end to the session. Just meditate as long as you can. And thank you for practicing together.